Welcome to Family Gamer TV. We're in the LEGO booth at Toy Fair 2015 and I'm with Soren Larsen, President of LEGO America. That's quite a job and you've got so many products on show here. How do you keep track of it all?
Well, I try my best, and it's you're right, it's quite a job, but it's a fun job. You know, it's a fun industry to be in, and of course Toy Fair is a big event for us where we get to show everything we got coming out for 2015.
And in the video game space, obviously you have the Traveller's Tales developers who bring the LEGO kits to life in their video games, but also recently the Minifigures Online MMO game. How's your strategy looking at the sort of the gaming space going forward?
We, it's consistency. Consistent with what we've been doing for quite a few years. That we believe the digital space in general, including also the digital gaming space, is a huge amplifier of the physical play experience. But we're also seeing it that way, that we don't intend for any way the digital play experience to cannibalize or to be instead of the physical play. And that strategy is consistent with what we're trying to execute. So we'll continue to explore many different digital opportunities as we are doing right now. Last night, I don't know if you heard that, last night we won an award at the Toddy Award for a new product called LEGO Fusion, which is a closer attempt to mix the physical and the digital space, whereas you can say some of the other attempts is like either you're in the physical space or you're in the digital space. We realize that kids are spending more and more time in the physical, in the digital space. So for us to continue to be meaningful, we have to be where the kids are.
And I mean, do you see some of those, as they're called, Toys to Life game toy crossovers, like Skylanders or Disney Infinity? Do you see them as competitors, or is it something very different?
No, they're obviously competitors in the sense that it's a different ball game that they play. They play with different themes than we play with. From that point of view, they're no doubt competing for different dollars than we are, or the same dollars, and therefore by definition a competitor. But that play experience is a very meaningful experience for children. We've seen that. I mean, kids like to play in that space, and so from that point of view, we are more encouraged by it than necessarily seeing it as a direct competitor.
And is there, as we sort of wrap up, is there one challenge that you think LEGO needs to address moving forward? What's the thing that you've got to really fix? Or is it all perfect?
No, nothing. Nothing's ever perfect, I think. But everything is pretty awesome right now, I have to say.
To quote the film.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, I think our biggest challenge is to continue to stay very close to our core audience and understand where they're moving, and for us constantly to be almost paranoid about ensuring that we are sharp enough being relevant to our key stakeholders. And our foremost key stakeholder are the children, subsequent the family, and then of course our retail partners and our employees. If we can stay relevant in all of those spaces, which is not a trivial task for the record, then I think we have a bright future ahead of us. The play idea of what LEGO represents has so much longevity and so much potential still that only we can screw it up by not doing right by our stakeholders.
Well, thanks for your time, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And all these great products. If my kids were here, they'd be absolutely in heaven, so they'd be looking forward to seeing it. 11, 9 and 7.
Oh,
so
they would be in the sweet spot, yeah. Shame you didn't bring them.
Maybe next year, but thanks very much for your time. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Pleasure.